Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Lobos will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now on first down from the 30. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They'll try to get outside. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding we're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Toss to the outside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for it.
He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll... bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking for room. It's Hudson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Quick
completion to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Tulane right back to the line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback checking off. On third down, going up top. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Creates a little space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a reverse. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Pocket starts to collapse. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be in the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. Past the first down marker and still running. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Tulane right back to the line. They'll go right back to him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They move the tight end all over. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Wide receiver shows motion. This is a designed run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, New Mexico. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing in the second level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, that's a great job by the quarterback there, not panicking, right? Because you know it's a blitz, and trust me, you know you're going to get blasted, but you keep reading coverage, and you find your check down throw, get it out of your hands, and pick up the first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Hughes. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Tulane right back to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quarterback will audible. Now they're going to throw it. Hubs it downfield. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. Get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
They'll run it. It's Hughes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tulane 20, New Mexico 17.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Clear. Clear.
On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the Lobos in the hurry-up.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation. And a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Going up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Still, and he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to bully their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what the Lobos offense is dialed up this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Lobos moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. And the returner will be dragged down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass, it's Lagway. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this.
Snatches it on the run. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Lobos will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still running at the 40. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Skips away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.